Good morning! Hi lovies! Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Again, my name is Filipina Petit, and if you are new here, I do hope you consider to like and subscribe. You will help me in my channel to grow, so thank you so much for that, as well as with my current subscribers. It is September 20, and I do hope everyone is doing great, wherever you are, whatever you do. So, sorry for my horsey voice, guys. I'm not feeling well, like since 3 days. So, yeah, but everything is fine for me. Now, let's talk about the Filipino stinginess. It's kind of funny because some of you calls us cheapskate. Are we really stingy? I bet no. Or are we just thrift people? I think that's the answer, okay? Yeah, some subscriber asked me, "Hey FP, is it common for Filipinas to always convert the item from dollars to peso before getting it?" Because my wife has that kind of attitude. She always first grab her cell phone and then look for a calculator, convert the amount in US dollars to Philippine peso, and if she thinks that it's expensive in your country, she will forget the items and she will not get it. Yeah, it's true. It is common for Filipinas, and that means we are just giving value to the money. As someone who worked overseas for so many years, I am guilty about it, guys, because we were working in another country, but we were earning so low. We used to have a small salary, and that is why we want to use the money properly, only for important stuff. And there were so many times that me and my friends were on the mall. We really want to get this item, but yeah, we will convert it first to peso, and then if we think that it's over 1,000 pesos, which is equivalent to $20, let's say, then we wouldn't get it. Or else we will wait for the store to have the mega sale, and then that's the time we will buy it. So if ever you get married or you date a Filipina that is thrift, means she is just thinking and giving value to the money that you are earning. Especially if you get married and you are the only one working. In so many cases, Filipinas are like that. Before we buy the item, we would think about it so many times and then decide if ever we really can afford it or not. Now, I know some of you will say, "Oh no, my girlfriend, my wife was so materialistic," or something like that. We already talked about that on my previous videos, that maybe because this is the only time they can afford the stuff that they want to have. Maybe when they were growing up, they didn't get the chance to have these new clothes, new bags, new shoes, or anything that they want. Alright, so yeah, just understand this and just have an agreement with your girlfriend and your wife to do not overspend the money for some materialistic Filipinas. And someone asked me where this came from. I mean, this kind of traits and attitude. So many of you calls the Philippines as third world country, right? That's for sure. There are so many people here that are living in poverty. When we were growing up, lovies, actually, our parents became clear that we couldn't afford, or we didn't have the money to buy everything that we want, that every kids has. We couldn't get that because they were raising a lot of kids. Instead of buying what we want, we would just use the money for food, for schooling, for studying, or buying things inside the house. What happened was they taught us that when we grow up like this, in this age, when we have family, when we get married, we should know how to handle the money properly. Okay? We should prioritize the needs over wants. And I want to clarify that Filipina can be stingy or thrift over other things, but not to our family and loved ones. So the truth, lovies, is that if ever you get married to a Filipina and she knows that you are poor okay, you cannot afford to give her like a lavish lifestyle, you will notice here that she will set aside the things that she wants to buy for herself, but not by giving you and the kids. That's how Filipinas are. We are giver people, we are very generous, and in so many cases, even the last cent in our pocket, we would still give it to our loved ones, to husband, to kids. And there are so many Filipinas experiencing that they will set aside what they want to buy for themselves for so many years. They couldn't even buy new clothes, new makeup or new lipstick or anything that they want to have for themselves. They will not buy it because they are giving value to the money, that they are prioritizing you and the kids over what you want. So if ever you marry a Filipina that is like that, I think it's a good trait at some point, because you know that you can trust your wife. You know that she will not use your money for some stuff that is not important, that's not really needed. All right, because she is thrift and she knows how to handle the money properly. Of course, there are also Filipinos that are one day millionaire. We are just being thrift because we are thinking of tomorrow. We are thinking of the future, that if we become one day millionaire now, then we will not have anything to use for tomorrow. So that's the truth about it. And some of you might laugh on it. Filipinos are cheapskate, they are stingy people, but no. Even if you come here as a tourist, you will see how Filipino people will like welcome you open arms. They will give you what you want if only they can afford it, because we are very generous and we are a giver. Now, example, I am married to a guy and he works at construction company, or some people, a guy or husband, some of them work in a rice field, in a corn field, and that means they could only earn a little salary. So in our culture, once the husband is working, he will give the salary to the wife and he will trust her to take care of all the finances inside the house, budgeting the money for meals, budgeting it for schooling. And I don't know if your country is doing like that. So as a wife, if my husband is only earning $3 or $5 a day, it would become tough for me, especially if we are raising 3 or 5 kids, let's say. Most of the time, wives will give way and she will not use the money for the things that she wants. She will lessen other expenses inside the house. Let's say it is your anniversary or birthday or Valentine's. Most Filipinas will do their best effort to cook special food for you, to buy gift, any special occasion, because you know Filipinas really loves to giving gift to the husband and partner. I know that you can mistakenly think that it is stinginess when in fact we are only being thrift. All right, that's how our parents taught us. Most of the parents, of course, we will say to ourselves that okay, maybe some other time when we do have a lot of extra. Now, if ever you get married to a Filipina, there are times that she will tell you, okay, hon, don't buy this because we need to look for a cheaper one. This one is very expensive, and even though you know to yourself that you can afford it, there's no problem about the money. In some cases, Filipinas will stop you from overspending or buying things. So, yeah, it's up to you if you will call it stinginess or just being thrift. It's not because Filipino wives doesn't want you to have this thing, that the item that you want to buy, but because maybe she is kind of worried that if ever you overspend today, then tomorrow you will not have anything left in your pocket. Don't want to have that, okay? That's why Filipino people are thrift, and sometimes, yeah, you call it stingy. So that is our vlog for today. I have to end this now, and I do hope you enjoyed this video, lovies. If you do, please like and subscribe, okay? See you in my next vlog, and I love you all. Bye-bye.